Hey guys, it's been a while, and I was hoping for Game Week 2 to end completely. Like, today's the last day of matches of Game Week 2 with England and Colombia as well as Senegal playing the matches. So, I was hoping to wait for this and do the vlog tomorrow and all that, but that was just impossible after what Tony Cruz did yesterday, right? What a winner, what a amazing win for Germany. It's been an exciting World Cup so far, but yesterday was the pinnacle. Tony Cruz, last minute winner, saving Germany from the ashes basically. If this weren't to go in, if this wasn't going in, if Germany were to draw the game, it was out of Germany's hands. They would have been another World Cup champions, would have exited in the group stage the next World Cup. It's happened with Spain, Brazil, as well as, if I'm not wrong, Italy as well. Maybe not Italy. I don't think it was Italy, but it's happened with last three World Cup champions so far. France, it happened to France as well. So it wouldn't have been a surprise, but it wouldn't have been a shock, a major shock, if Germany, one of the favorites to lift this trophy, a squad which was a majority of the squad was from the last World Cup. They've improved on it, added some speed to it with the likes of Marco Reus, Julian Draxler, even Brandt if he plays, Ilkay Gundogan. They have added more steel to the squad as well, and it would have been a major surprise if they were to exit the tournament yesterday, and that would have been possible if not for Toni Kroos' last-minute winner. What a game that was! End-to-end stuff, total majority played in the Sweden end, but still, whenever Sweden had the ball, they countered brilliantly. And I wasn't iffy on the refereeing decisions in that game. The referee was reluctant, even unwilling to show Boateng the red card until VAR had a say in it. He didn't give a penalty to Sweden, which was one of the most clear penalties in this World Cup. And VAR is present. Why don't referees use that, especially when they are maybe 40 yards away from what's happening? I don't know. They'll have to explain it. There should be an explanation coming on the uneven decisions in this World Cup, even after the introduction of VAR. Yes, it takes time and all of that, but at least they should be able to use it for it to improve. They're just not using it, and maybe they're just too confident in their own decisions. I don't know. But yeah, yesterday was another day when VAR spoiled the party, or the lack of use of VAR spoiled the party, because Sweden would have been two goals up. Yeah, Sweden have been unlucky yesterday, and Germany have been extremely lucky. They created lots of chances but weren't able to finish until that last minute. And Toni Kroos, the villain for the first goal, turned up in the last minute to do what he does best, put in free kicks in the back of the net. And it's not just the case with Germany. Big teams, major teams, teams who have been predicted to lift the World Cup trophy are struggling against the smaller teams, and that's what has added to the excitement of this World Cup so far. Exciting games, no goalless draws. That's the most exciting part. Zero goalless draws and end-to-end stuff. Really exciting football. Big teams put on the edge of the seats, and small teams putting on a show. Yes, big teams have come out winners more so than not, unless you're Argentina. Even Argentina have a good chance to qualify. They just need to beat Nigeria in their final World Cup group game and they qualify, or it's their final World Cup game. In case of Brazil, they can still go out of the competition if they don't win their last game, or at least draw it, because they at least need a point from the last game to get in the knockout stages of competition. As far as the GOAT controversy is concerned, who's the best player of all time? Cristiano Ronaldo has showed up. He showed up in World Cup in Russia. He's put on performances, won games for his teams with great goals. He's the leading goal scorer in the competition, along with Romelu Lukaku, who has also scored 4 goals for Belgium. He's a proven goal scorer as well, and today maybe even Harry Kane will show up in those goal scoring charts. But as far as the GOAT controversy is concerned, Cristiano Ronaldo looks up in the competition right now. Things can surely turn around in the last match week in the group stages, but because Portugal do need a result against Iran. They cannot lose against Iran. If by some chance Iran win that game, then Portugal will be knocked out of the competition. And for Argentina, Argentina just need a win. Maybe a goal from Messi, Argentina win, they go into the knockout stages of competition, and GOAT controversy will blow up again. Maybe Messi will come up on top again, and it would be harsh on Ronaldo because he's been the better of the two so far all throughout the season, especially in the World Cup. But that's how knockout tournaments go on. You have to be up on your game all the time, and sometimes when you're not on your game, you get an opportunity and you take it, and you're in the knockout stages of competition. These tournaments are unpredictable, but as far as the predictions are concerned, they have gone up in smoke actually, especially the 1 and 2. Maybe the predicted teams will qualify from the group stages of the competition, the big names. Some teams, I'm happy that I got it right in Group A with Russia and Uruguay. But yeah, the big teams won't be qualifying in the number one spot, so at least some of them, and it'll be a tough round of 16 for some of these teams. So it'll be worth watching how these things pan out. The last game week will be crucial in figuring this out. But so far, World Cup in Russia has been pretty damn exciting. No controversies, especially the criminal kind. Yes, there have been some controversies like the Saudi flight scare with the fire in the engine, and it was even worse when in the Indian broadcasting, Bhaichung Bhutia made a joke about it. That was unnerving, actually. But yeah, other than that, a Mexican group of Mexican fans had a road accident in Russia, but nothing major other than that. Russia has been a terrific host for this World Cup. There have been some pretty good sides, pretty good locales. The fans have got to enjoy the game, and it's been a perfect World Cup so far. Nothing to complain about. No goalless draws, no boring games. Maybe one or two, but that's negligible. Exciting fans, exciting crowd, exciting Russian people, exciting place to visit. Been getting to see them through the broadcasts from 10 in India, and also the TV broadcasters haven't let us down as well, even the cameraman. So, if you know what I mean. So, all that has added up to this World Cup being a great World Cup. The game week 2 matches have been pretty exciting. Argentina, not for Argentina, for Croatia definitely. Uruguay, Portugal, Spain had some dull 1-0 wins. Then Brazil had an exciting last minute win. Coutinho has showed up in this World Cup. He didn't make his mark in Barcelona since the January move, and he was a doubt in terms of form in this World Cup, but he showed up for Brazil even more so than Neymar. For the other big teams, Spain are looking good. Germany, now that they've finally lodged a win under the belt, they are sure to be the favorites in this competition. The likes of France, they've got some boring 1-0 wins under the belt. Things are looking up in Russia. And if I have to complain about something, maybe I'll complain about the VAR, maybe about the constant fouling that's been going on the big teams, big players. The games have been broken up. That's maybe not a just tactic, not a right tactic employed by some of the weaker teams. Yes, defensive organizations have been pretty strong, compact. Iceland have been a model. Yes, not against Nigeria, but against Argentina in the first game. Some teams have put up on a great show, the weaker teams, but some have resorted to constant fouling of big players. And I'm not talking about Neymar necessarily. I'm talking about few of the big players. Even Ronaldo has been fouled constantly. Even in the England versus Tunisia game, there was constant fouling for Harry Kane. Even the Belgium game, Hazard was fouled constantly. Man marking is a different thing, but fouling is a different thing. So that has been a complaint. The stoppages in the games, but no matter what, the games have still been hugely exciting. I hope I don't put a curse on those nil-nil draws, but other than that, I think we're going to see some more exciting games in game week 3. especially since they are going to be deciders for few of the big teams, and also later on in the knockout stages of the competition, some big teams are going to face up against each other, and that's always exciting when teams go at each other rather than being compact and defensive minded, right? So it's everything we had hoped for the last 4 years leading up to this. Maybe the last 2 years we hoped for the Euros 2 years, then 2 years for the World Cup. So it's been pretty exciting the last 2 years leading up to the World Cup, and this World Cup has been everything we hoped for. Unlike the last World Cup where it was a pretty dull affair, some exciting matches were there, but there were quite a few boring, drab affairs as well, and that's not the case in this World Cup. Russia have set the standard in that as well with a final win and a 3-0 win. So, yeah, things are looking good in Russia. I hope that the rest of tournament turns out like we are hoping for, and this World Cup becomes one of the World Cups which we talk about for years and years to come in terms of excitement. Some big players are in this competition. Maybe Ronaldo and Messi won't be able to turn up for next World Cup. I don't know about Ronaldo, but Messi, if he doesn't win this World Cup, I'm pretty sure he'll retire from Argentina. It's going to be an emotional World Cup, something which we might not be able to see for a few years to come in terms of name, in terms of talent, in terms of the playing styles and all of that. So I hope we get the best out of it. I hope Argentina also get in knockout stages, even Portugal, even Brazil, even France, even Mexico, Germany, and we Belgium, England, and yeah, all of them, and we get to see the best of the best fight it out for this World Cup, and I hope Brazil wins. So, yeah, that's it from this vlog. See you in my next vlog. Do keep liking, subscribing, and sharing my videos, and do stick around, guys. See you around.